Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly video update and market update for Wednesday, August the 15th. And I've got the S&P, as I always like to start with the S&P. Had a pretty kind of ugly day today. And as we saw, we were weak across the board. I've got the S&P up here. The NASDAQ and the Russell, pretty much across the board was down. Crude, etc. was all down. But, we sold off in the morning and came down to 2802. That was actually, I was looking for a little lower than that. And then I thought, we were going to bounce off here, and we didn't. And we actually kind of came up during, the end of the day. I thought we might rally into the end of the day, which would have been a very bullish sign. Didn't really happen. We came back some, but really not enough. Still too early to tell, but let's back this thing out a little bit further, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So, as a matter of fact, we've got to go 10 days out. And if you remember, if you happen to have caught my video last week on this, I did the same exact thing, and off of this low right here, 27.96, which is, puts us down here somewhere, we rallied. We had this huge rally, and that was only, see these days, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. That was, 67 points, something like that, in 4 days, 4 trading days. That's a big, big move. Then we hit this level up here, and we just stopped. I mean, it was the most bizarre thing, and I talked about this in last week's video, that we just chopped here, chopped here, chopped here, and I was looking at this thinking, one, this is not bullish that we didn't break through, because the all-time high is at 2782, and we're at, 2872. I must be dyslexic. 2872, and we're sitting here at 2863, so we're 9 points away, and we can't even get up there and tag it, so that looked pretty bearish, or not, just it wasn't bullish that we couldn't go that, we're that close and we couldn't reach up there and touch it. And of course then we rolled over here, kind of chopped for a couple days, then we had the big sell off today. Now that the S&P was down 31 points, I believe, at one point today. So again, I was looking for one, either more selling to the downside or a little bit stronger bounce, and I'll show you why. So if we go back out here to a 20-day chart, this is pretty interesting. So if we look at this, you see this 27.95, that is not the same level. We were just looking at this, which is 27.96. Remember on the 10-day chart, and I said we had this big run. Well, look at this 20-day chart, 27.95, 27.96. I thought if we were going to do this, ideally we would come down and hit this level today at 27.95 and hold, and then we bounce like we did last time, like we did the time before, and we might, we still could. A lot will be determined in the overnight session in the futures to see how, if we pull back or if we rally. I kind of think we might rally tomorrow. I don't know. It's hard to say. This was not a super. It was a. Of course, we ended up higher, was better, but I would have liked to seen a little more gusto behind that move. But again, we'll see. So again, I am still, whether we, retrace a little bit more tomorrow or even in the next couple of days, I don't think the end is in sight, and I don't think we're going to go into any kind of big problems. One of the reasons, or the stated reason, the news always has to have a reason the market went down. It was the news of the Turkish lira and all that, but you got to understand that's been going on for a long time. The U.S. dollars, is strong against a lot of currencies, but Turkey has had crazy inflation for a long time, and in my opinion, they're kind of going about fighting that inflation the wrong way, maybe. But so the problems have been there for a long time. The news just tried to, and I know it's the tariff thing back and forth. You know, we're going to do this if you do that, and that has some implications. But I don't think it's enough to take our market down, or the start of anything, you know, catastrophic. So we will all find out in the next couple of trading sessions, I'm sure. But remember, Friday is option expiration, and anything can happen. I am at this point, just based on what I saw today, it seemed pretty orderly. Again, nothing. This got a little messy, but we've seen a lot worse than that this year in particular. And again, it ended up, that was kind of short-lived. Within an hour and a half, we had just kind of gone into a chop, and a gentle chop higher, which is a good sign. So all that being said, I'm watching. The Nasdaq did the same thing, the Russell did the same thing, so no need to really go into all those. But this also will give us some opportunities to come in, maybe pick up some things. I think people will probably buy this dip. Especially if if we do go a little bit lower, I think people will buy it. I'm looking at Amazon. It sold off a little bit, I think about 37 points, nothing major. But again, stocks like Boeing, I still like. I'm favoring to the upside. Amazon, stick with the good names. And with that being said, there's not too much else to say until we see how the next couple of days play out. Again, if we go lower tomorrow, I wouldn't expect us to go dramatically lower. If we do, then yes, this could unfold into something that kind of might turn a little bit uglier. But I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, again, like I said, just as always, as the case has been lately, we need to be nimble. If you've got powder dry, kind of use it sparingly over the next couple of days and try to buy the dip. And I'm going to be trying to sell some premium around some of these names, probably some of the indexes, maybe some put credit spreads on the S&P, for example. Again, I mentioned Amazon, Boeing. Those are the two that really come to my mind. So again, with that, just be on your toes the next couple of days. Remember, option expiration is on Friday. That'll be important. And other than that, I will wind it up here, and I will see you guys at the next update. So thanks a lot. I appreciate the time. Take care.